Da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum. What does that even mean, Bowers Game Corner?
Ahoy there, YouTube! I'm back again today for another game review. Today we're excited to check out Tien from Z-Man Games. This is for 2 players, ages 8 plus. It'll take about 20 minutes to play. So it is a light 2-player game that is a card game of Mahjong for 2. It tries to replicate Mahjong in a card game. Does it succeed though? Let's open it up and I'll tell you. Alright then, we're going to take a look at what's going to get inside of Tien. First and foremost, we got our handy dandy rule booklet. It's 1 page, double-sided, one really long page, and it's a very poor rule booklet. It's a very simple game. It should be a very simple rule booklet, and it's not. The way it's laid out, the way it's organized, the way things are worded is just more confusing than you really want. Now, granted, it will teach you how to play the game, so it's serviceable, but still not a very good rule booklet. So in Tien, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be playing over 4 rounds, trying to get the most points over 4 rounds. You're going to gain points by winning a round and having 5 cards in front of you, and you're going to be able to get cards in front of you by getting 5 different sets of cards in front of you over a round. You're going to be doing that by drawing cards either from here or from the discard pile that your opponent is going to discard. So let's go over the cards. Cards themselves, most of them are going to look like this. They're going to have numbers in the top left, bottom right, and some will have words like east, west, south, north. Some will have other words like red dragon. And then also there's a Tien card, because that's the name of the game, and these are wild cards. You can use these as any card you want. So on your turn, you're going to only have really 3 options that you will be able to do. So at the beginning of the game, you're going to have 5 cards in your hand. The first option you can do is you can draw a card, bada boom, and then you can discard a card. So right now we have 2 7s, we have a 6 and an 8, so we really can't use this 6 too much, so we'll just say get rid of that. So there we go. The next option you have is that you can draw and create a set from the hand. How this works is you're going to draw a card, and then you will be able to create a set right in front of you. So we draw a card right here, and then bada boom, we would set down these 3 cards right here, because we have 3 of a kind, 7, 7, and a Tien, and then we would draw back up to 5 cards, because at the beginning and the end of your hand, you're always supposed to have 5 cards in your hand. And now what we're going to do is we're going to get rid of 2 of these cards. So we have to decide, do we want to keep the green 7, the red 7, or the Tien, which for scoring doesn't count as a wild, it just counts as a black card. Now this is important because at the end of a round, you're going to be able to score different amounts of points based on what you have. A flush, a pair, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind. Your typical poker hands are going to score you different amounts of points at the end of the round. So let's see, we got a 6 and we got an 8 in our hand. Maybe we can go for a straight. So you know what, we will get rid of these 2 cards right here, and we will discard them. Now, our opponent cannot pick up the Tien, but he could potentially pick up the 7 right there. Which brings us to our last option you have on your turn, which is to create a set with a discard card. So you would pick up this 7 right here, then let's see, I doubt he can actually create one with the 7. We'll just pretend that he can. So let's pretend this is a Tien card. It's wild. He would set down these 3 right here, and then he would put 2 of them back into the discard pile, draw back up to 5, and that would be the end of his turn. And you're going to continue to go back and forth until someone has 5 cards in front of them, like, let's just say like that. So you have 5 cards in front of you. That will trigger the end of the round. You will see how many points the winning player is going to score. Now, only the person who puts down all 5 cards first is going to score. So you're going to play over 4 rounds, and there is the potential that someone could score 0 points over all 4 rounds if they don't win any of the 4 rounds. But after 4 rounds, whoever has the most points will be the winner of Tien, and that, in a nutshell, is how this game is played. Alrighty then. Tien from Z-Man Games. What are my final thoughts? Let's go over the pros. Let's go over the cons. First, on the pro side, the game is compact, it's light, it's portable. Those are all good things. Once you learn how to play the game, it's very simple to teach to other people. It is a card game of Mahjong, which Mahjong is one of the most popular games on the planet. So that's a good thing. Also, the artwork on the cards is serviceable. The graphic design, serviceable. The colors, there's colors. It's not a black and white game. And it's 2 players, There's never enough 2-player games. That's it's good. Like 2-player games. That's what I got. That's all I got for you guys. Moving on to the pros, the cons. Tien ZQ is really freaking bad. It is boring. It is repetitive. The rules and the scoring are stupid. The rule booklet is terrible, and I just really hate this game. Let's harness the hatred and tell you why. So first and foremost, the rules. Let's start off with the rules. The rules are bad. They're organized weird. There's some phrases where you're like, wait, what? Is this how the scoring works? What? And then you get to like the scoring section. You're like, why did you put the scoring in this order? Would it make sense to go down progressively? And they're like, no, we're not going to go. 3, 4, 4, 6, 10, 1, 3, 5, 9, 12, 1, 16. Why would we possibly want to put the order of how you score points in order? That doesn't make any sense. Let's just do it random. It's not like it's not even in alphabetical order. It's just they typed it up and like, well, let's leave it that way. So that's frustrating. So the rules are frustrating. However, the gameplay itself, it's repetitive and it's boring. You do the same thing over and over again. You're going to draw a card, and then you're either going to play a set or you're not going to play a set. If you don't play a set, then you discard. And then maybe your opponent, he might draw a card, and then he might play a set or he might not. And then you go and you do the same thing. And oh, look, I can play a set, and I did 5 sets. It turns over. Let's do that 4 more times. Sound fun? No. No, it doesn't. And it's not. Also, the scoring is really stupid. Why, in God's name, does only one person score? I read the rules like 3 times to make sure I actually comprehended that correctly. If you get a pair, and if you get 2 pair, and you have 4 in front of you, but your opponent goes out with 5, you get 0. You get nothing. You don't score any points. Why? Why would all that hard work you did to get those points not matter for anything? You can score 0. You could have a score of like 0 to 40, and that'd be the end of the game, and that'd be fun. Just, what? Why? I don't understand it. It's just a weird scoring choice. Now, you can house rule it. You can easily house rule it, and we did immediately to make it so that you would actually score. But, oh, man, just dumb choices. The artwork is very amateurish. It's weird looking. It looks like it was like this crappy cut, clip art stuff. I almost said a fart and I almost said a curse word there. So what else do I not like about the game? It's repetitive. You do the same thing over 4 times. The rules, it's just not a good game. It's not a good game. There are way better 2-player games. There are many, many more 2-player games out there. And Tien ZQ, a card game for Mahjong. That's the last thing. So I've never played Mahjong. I didn't like this game. My wife loves Mahjong. She didn't like this game. So I don't know who the hell this game is for. So overall, Tien ZQ from Z-Man Games. There's a reason you've never heard about this game, and that's because it's bad. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to click on the subscribe button down below in the comments below. Let me know what was your favorite game to play on the computer for Windows 98 that came installed on the computer. So you got like Minesweeper, you got like Solitaire, you got Spider Solitaire, you get that little pinball game with the rockets going off. For me personally, I was a Minesweeper game. I was just so terrible at it, but I still had fun. I like the deductive logic, like, oh, there's 3 bombs around here. They kind of push your luck, like, ooh, there's like a 1 in 3 chance I don't blow up here. I like that. But what was your favorite game? And as always, thanks for your time, YouTube. My wife, on the other hand, who played this with me quite a few times, God bless her soul. Wait, that means she's dead. She's not dead. Thank God. I'm not actually religious, so I probably shouldn't thank him. We're getting way off track right here. Let's focus. Let's rekindle this energy to talk about Tien ZQ. Let's harness the hate and bring it to Tien ZQ.